welcome to Xbox On. August is upon us, which means some searing weather, which we are always totally 100% absolutely prepared for, along with another batch of piping hot games with gold. Let's have a look at what's on offer in the coming weeks.
Tower's coming down!
First up is Gears of War 4, blasting its way onto Games with Gold from August the 1st and staying right there for the entire month. Set 25 years after the events of Gears 3, you take control of JD Phoenix, son of main man Marcus, and an equal-level badass when it comes to making enemy heads disappear. Speaking of disappearances, the Locusts have all but disappeared since the last game, but they've been replaced by an even deadlier foe in the Swarm. Not to mention a whole bunch of COG who are determined to hunt JD and his band of outsiders down for not being a part of their authoritarian society. You didn't think all the trouble just goes away just because you've won a war, right? Gears of War 4 brings with it that super satisfying combat we all know and love, alongside a host of new weapons designed to dispatch even the most troublesome foe. Visually, it's one of the best looking Gears titles out there with those 4K graphics and Xbox One X enhancements, and the story features more twists and turns than my chainsaw blade in an enemy's ribcage. All in all, it's a solid entry to the series that will tee you up perfectly for the release of Gears 5 in September. And don't forget that Gears 5 comes to Xbox Game Pass on day 1 with early access if you've signed up to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I will also be streaming the Gears series in the run-up to the release over on mixer.com/XboxOn, so tune in if you want to catch up with the earlier games.
Ring, over here! I can't hold them back much longer.
You alright, Sil? Rest here a while. I'm going ahead to finish the job.
An RPG dungeon crawler from the minds behind Diablo that features randomly generated level design and lets me bash monsters all around the room? I mean, yeah, sounds alright, I guess. It may be an oldie, but Torchlight is definitely one every hack and slash fan needs in their collection, which has now been made even easier thanks to its addition to Games with Gold from August the 1st all the way through to August the 15th. Set in the namesake town of Torchlight, you must delve into the dangerous catacombs below to discover the mystery behind Ember, an all-like substance that grants those who possess it powerful abilities and enchantments. If you prefer the more commercial approach to dungeon exploration, then you can simply plunge down into the depths to recover loot that can be sold in town for upgrading your own gear. Story quests, random quests, and side objectives all feature to make sure you are never short of a way to progress, and there's even a level editor if you want to create and share your own underground masterpiece. Give it a try this August thanks to Games with Gold. Just don't make too many other plans this summer. Cruising on to Games with Gold this August, we also have the legendary racing prowess of Forza Motorsport 6. The kingpin of the racing genre, Forza titles always bring smiles to our faces, whether it be the open-world shenanigans of the Horizon series or new iterations of Forza Motorsport. The 6th installment raised the bar even higher for the franchise on its release, incorporating new features such as dynamic weather and the long-awaited return of night racing. This also marks the first appearance of Stories of Motorsport, providing over 70 hours of unique guided gameplay goodness. There are over 450 cars available, all sporting their authentic styles and legitimate feedback when you're behind the wheel, including the iconic Ford GT cover car, which has been ingrained in everyone's memories ever since it descended from the heavens at E3 all those years ago. If you're looking for a more chilled way to spend your weekends, then Forza Motorsport 6 is available from August the 16th.
A force so powerful that all reason becomes blind to it.
Feels like there's something missing from Games with Gold this month. We've got cars, chainsaw assault rifles, and monster-filled dungeons, so what could it be? We don't have vampire and werewolf slaying giant whips yet! Well, that needs fixing. Thankfully, Castlevania Lords of Shadow rounds up the lineup for August, providing a classic action-adventure combat experience that is all too easy to fall in love with. For those new to the series, Castlevania Lords of Shadow takes the best elements from titles like Dark Souls and Bayonetta and places it all in a vibrant environment with danger around every single corner. You take control of Gabriel Belmont and his aforementioned whip known as the Combat Cross as he desperately seeks to save his wife and stop the mysterious order known only as the Lords of Shadow. As you progress, you can utilize additional weaponry and master plenty of new attack techniques for your whip to help you deal with the array of enemies that can come from seemingly nowhere. Brute force will only get you so far, as a whole host of quirky puzzles will keep your brain ticking over. Fans of the earlier titles will see the faithful inclusion of many iconic mechanics, weapons, and baddies lovingly brought into the 3D space to give the world a sense of expanse. Try it out from August the 16th.
There is no resurrection. Only this living death you see before you.
So there we have it. If the pool is just too far away or the barbecue seems like too much hard work, then you've got plenty of great titles thanks to Games with Gold to keep you going. Thanks for watching. You can see us play a variety of great Xbox One titles over on mixer.com/xboxon. We'll see you next time. Bye!